Alright, I'm back here at the Weldon dump. It's not looking as bad as it does sometimes. Over here it usually is pretty wet. Yeah, it is pretty wet still, but I mean, I can walk on these piles of dug dirt and not sink down in, which is unusual. So I might decide to dig right along in here. Gonna have to move all that extra dirt though. Okay, I am scouting out a new spot. That spot didn't look too good, but I see something right there that looks really good. See that? That soda sticking out down there? I think that might be intact. It feels pretty tight in there. No, it's not intact, but it's a straight set of coke from Weldon. Might be worth bringing home and repairing. I don't see a whole lot of Weldon ones. I'm sure it's listed as common though. It seems a good amount of Coke bottle shards are showing up here. I mean straight sides, not the 15s. If they're going to be this old, I better probe really carefully and see if I can find a few of these. Okay, Tommy was digging into the bank here probably 3 years ago. So I've been probing way up here, seeing if the layer continues. It's about the only spot in this dump that hasn't been dug yet, so I'm gonna do it. Alright, I'm as deep as the shovel is long. I'm finally seeing the first bottle. It's just a hobble skirt. But at least it's a 1915er, I'm sure. Because all of them are. In this dump, which city is it from? It's the rare Chadbourne. Okay, I got all the roots out of the way. I'm just about on the layer now. Got an inch or two of fill on top of it. But I can feel stuff when I put the shovel in there. Hitting water though. Okay, here comes the first one. First broken one anyway. Nope, nothing good about that one. Okay, we got one right here. Well, it's mostly intact. It's just a ring neck coke prop. Okay, we might have one. Yep, it's intact. It's just a Chiro Cola though. Just pulled out something I don't recognize. Looks really neat too. Well, it says Richmond, Virginia down here, but I'm still trying to figure out what it says here. Is that Tanyo or Tanya? Tanya Cola? Definitely never heard of that one before. Okay, I just snagged onto something. Looks like a whole bottle to me. It's a 10 pin. Is it the good kind or the bad kind? It's just a common variety. But still, it's in one piece. That's pretty rare. Okay, I got another one. I think it's going to be a whole one. Yep. It's intact block letter Pepsi from probably from Weldon. Yep. So let's put that in the water before it starts bruising up. But there's another bottle right beside that. Well, it filled in with water. I've already scooped out about 20 gallons, but it just keeps on coming through the sides. So I went to put some rubber boots on because it's so wet. Only to discover it has a giant tear in it that I didn't even know about. I'm definitely earning what I find today. It's extremely unpleasant digging through this wet mud. But I just found a broken top Kelford straight side. This was unknown to exist for quite a while. But of course all of them are damaged or broken. I thoroughly did not enjoy this hole right here. Not much was found, and it was very messy and it was very deep. I know this spot was good. I feel another foot over that way, so I think we got enough to keep us busy for 20 more minutes. Okay, I found a 1915er. It's almost clear. Top sheared off. It's from Weldon. Might still be worth a few dollars to somebody. And I found this in the reject pile. It's a good repair candidate though. And then I found this straight side somewhere else in the creek. It's not too bad off. It might be worth a few dollars. Alright, I see a Coke bottle sticking out. And it seems to be intact. No lip chips. And no cracks. No base chips either. That's almost impossible. It's from Weldon. Found some kind of a medicine. Sort of an odd shape. Looks to be blown in the mold, but no embossing. And then I found a big extract. It's also not embossed. Okay, here's that Pepsi bottle. Probably the best bottle of the day. It has a couple problems. A chip out of there. Another one right there. But it still could probably sell for $50 if it's considered a $100 bottle in mint condition. Okay, here's that Pepsi bottle. In the book, it says they're $100. Also has an interesting side note. Most of these block letter bottles are damaged when found. So you might remember that my goal this year is to always find at least $100 worth of bottles per day. So what is this one worth? A lot of people would have thrown that back, but you know, a lot of people are sawing these off these days and making drinking glasses out of them. It's probably going to be worth $25 after I cut it. But before the work is done, I'm just going to put a $10 value on this one. Of course, the prices I'm quoting are very subjective. A lot of people don't know if they should even consider broken bottles as worth anything. But I have sold broken bottles in worse condition than this for $700. This is a very unique bottle right here. So even like that, I'm going to put a $10 value on it. And then the Kelford Coca-Cola flavor bottle. Nothing too special about these, but a lot of people think they're worth $25 or $30. This one's near mint. It just has a lip chip. I'm just going to put a $10 value on that one too. And then a 1915 hobble skirt from Weldon. They're probably considered common, but I have found very few in perfect condition. I don't think maybe any were perfect. This one's just got a lip chip, so it's definitely worth bringing home. I'm going to put a $10 value on this one also. And another Weldon 1915. This one is almost clear. It's got a lot of damage to it, but I thought it's kind of unique being clear like that. So I'm just going to put a $5 value on that though. And another one of these Calford Coke product bottles. It's got a lot of scuffage on it. And it has a hard to notice fracture in the crown. I'll just value this one at a measly $4. And the cola nut syrup. There's very few bottles from the town of Littleton. And not many bottles with a monogram as big as this one on it. Yes, it is cracked off, but it's got a long neck, so I think I can repair this one. So even in this condition, I think it should be worth $7. And another Weldon 1915er. And it's about the best condition of any I've ever found over there. Just has a lip chip. It's nice and clean. Doesn't have any case wear. No bruises. And it's even got some bubbles in it. So I'm going to say that's a $10 bottle also. And another 1915. It's in pretty rough shape. It's probably not really worth keeping, except for the fact that it's from a scarce town. It's from Emporia, Virginia. You don't see a lot of them from over there, so even though it's in really rough shape, it's got to be worth $5. And a straight side of Coke. Top's gone, and there's no city on it either. But it's pretty clean otherwise. I think some people actually will still pay $5 for this. And a Calford, the actual straight side of Coke. It's severely damaged, but this bottle was a $1,200 bottle a few years ago, because there was only one or two known to exist, or maybe none known to exist because they're not in the Coke bottle book. I'm sure most of you know Bill Porter's Guide to All Known Coke Bottles. This is not in it. Unless he just came out with one in the last few months that added this. So even in this terrible condition, could still sell for $50. Maybe even $60. And this is a blown in a mold straight side. And yes, the top's broken. But at least it has a city on it. Weldon is not that common, but it's probably a $40 bottle if it was intact. But in this shape, it might be worth $6. And then this unique bottle. I only found one or two others of these, all of them badly damaged. This one's very clean though. Queen Cola from Petersburg, Virginia. It could be repaired. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but this is the only one in presentable condition that I found, so it should be worth $5 anyway. Another straight side Coke with the top broken off. No city. Even if I can only get $3 for it, that's worth bringing home, I guess. And then we have this 10 pin. It's severely cracked, but spray painted it'll look pretty nice. For example, here's one Looks pretty neat. Somebody will probably give me $5 for that. And a Chadbourne 1915 with a big bubble in it. Used to be rare, but not quite rare anymore. Of course, a perfect one still is rare, because almost all of them are damaged. But this one's probably worth at least $10 also, because it's in better shape than almost all of them I found. And then we have a Chiro Cola, the last bottle of the day. It's from Weldon. It's pretty displayable. Has a big chip out of it. But these are almost always broken. Only a few came out in this kind of condition. Well, that's it for this time. I actually did better than I thought. I think I found over $200 worth according to my estimates. Even if you think my prices are twice what they should be, it still would be a $100 day. So I wonder, why doesn't anybody else, when they do a wrap-up of what they found, mention what the values are? I'm sure most people like to know. If I didn't know the values of bottles, I'd be curious to know what the values were when somebody digs up buried treasure. Don't you want to know just how much the stuff is worth they found? Of course you do. Well, that's it for this week.